Louisiana Purchase and Exploration. In 1802, we bought Louisiana Territory from France to avoid war. It went from Spain to France, back to Spain, then it was gifted back to the French, then the American economy was able to buy from France as France offered the whole territory as America only wanted New Orleans. The government paid $15 million, which is about 3 cents per acre, in which it doubled the size of the United States. The Louisiana Territory was 530,000 acres, which is about 827,000 miles. When Spain had the New Orleans port, Americans were not allowed to use it. Thomas Jefferson ignored the Constitution and went through with buying Louisiana. That's the reason the government is so strong. Lewis was offered to lead the expedition.
Gwen.
Lewis asked Clark if he would like to join him for the expedition. As soon as the summer of 1803, the expedition began. By winter, the expedition was at St. Louis. In March 1804, they raised the flag over St. Louis. In May, the expedition started again. They were going up the Missouri River. On the first afternoon, they had only went about 3 miles. By the next winter, they had reached North Dakota, and they built a fort and spent the winter with the Mandan Indian tribe. In 1805, the expedition started again. Sacagawea joined the men with her baby to guide them to the right place and direction. The expedition had to go around the Great Falls. Everyone had to carry something. The men had to carry the boats, the food, and the supply for 18 miles. The first invention that they made on the trip was wheels to carry the boats. It took about 2 weeks to get around. In November 1805, they arrived at the Pacific Ocean and then went back on their journey home. Sacagawea was the only Shoshone woman on the journey. She had her baby with her the whole time, and she was the first woman to vote at the end of the trip. She also helped the men on the expedition and saved them from dying. She was also the bravest woman to travel across the territory with the men, and back to her home in South Dakota. She had helped the men get horses, telling them what they could eat for wild food, and helped them when they dropped their supplies into the river, and in return they helped her find her brother. The Pike's expedition explored the southern part of Louisiana. Zebulon Pike's goal was to find the source of the Arkansas and Red Rivers. Zebulon Pike's expedition mostly explored the south, while Lewis and Clark's expedition mostly covered the north. When we bought the Louisiana Territory expansion, it gave explorers the chance to explore all of the content in the new land. The efforts of the exploration made the Americans wonder more, and it made more people want to expand the country, making Americans want to be free and have more land to spread out all of it, to have more cities so that every person would have a good paying job, have a plantation, or just have a farm. The relationship between the Louisiana Territory and the Manifest Destiny. The Manifest Destiny was a document that said it was justified to explore the unexplored and to make discoveries in the new territory so they could make it safe for others at the time.